Tyjae Spears, number 22 from Tulane, is our next running back up. 5'10", 201. Let's go through some of the stats for the year. 231 rushes, 1,586 yards, 6.9 yards per carry, 19 touchdowns, only 2 fumbles. Yards after contact, 1,052. Receiving, 22 catches, 251 yards. It's 2 drops. 2 drops as far as receiving. Let's get into Tyjae Spears, who had a great game in his bowl game versus USC. Matter of fact, the game versus USC, he had 17 carries, 205 yards. And that ended a great, but let me tell you this run that Tyjae Spears went on. Starting with the USF game week 7, 20 for 154. Then Memphis week 8, 24 for 125. Tulsa week 10, 14 for 157. UCF, 8 for 130. SMU, 13 for 121. Cincinnati, 35 for 181. UCF, 22 for 199. And then he finished the season off versus USC, 17 for 205. Let's get into the film. All right, let's get started on this Tyjae Spears film. But before we do that, like the video. Also subscribe and hit that bell so you can be notified when these videos drop throughout the rest of the 2023 draft season. Let's get into it. Tough runner here. Real tough runner. Runs through a lot of arm tackles, as you can tell by the over 1,000 yards after contact. We're going to see a lot of tough running in these clips. I think I got about 8. This is versus USC, so I was fortunate enough to get his best game versus his best competition. And look at him just plow through arm tackles. Just plow through arm tackles. I think they run a counter on it. I think this counter. Yeah, they got to let guard and tight end counter. Now again, they have the numbers game. See, it's 3 versus 2. Well, it's 3 versus 3, I'm sorry. Steps out of that arm tackle and realizes that he can't go left because his tight end is blocking that guy left. He breaks the arm tackle and then gets right off the tight end's butt to get more yardage. Gets another 5 or 6 yards off of it. Real tough runner. Real tough runner. Out the backfield. Yeah, making guys miss. That's a D tackle he making miss. Or D end maybe. That's a D end. D end tried to peel off. Good job of catching it. Realizing who he is. And look at the balance. The D end just tries to swat him. And he has the balance to stay upright. I don't know if you really call that making a guy miss. I mean, technically it is. But just the balance to take that lick, stay on your feet, and then keep pushing. Take that lick, stay on your feet, and keep pushing. So that dude's like 6'5". He took it. Didn't get in the end zone, but damn near did. Let's go to the next one. Motion. Let's split zone. Hit that thing downhill and out the gate. Now, is he a home run guy? I don't think so. I think he's a 3 yards, 3 yards, 6 yards, 6 yards, 8 yards, 8 yards, 40, 3 yards, 60. And he's that kind of back. He needs the volume. He'll 3-4 yards to the death, then bust a big one like this. It's a good job of going downhill. Good job of blocking up front and him seeing it. Now he could have took this route right here. Especially with that guy coming off to block him. He could have took that route, but he didn't. Shot right through that gap. I think he ran through another arm tackle, I think. Let's see. He did. He did. And then turned up. Again, he ain't the 4-3 guy, but hey, you don't need, hey, matter of fact, who this coach? Suit this coach up. Check out coach on the sideline. Run with him, coach. Run with him, coach. Just don't cross that white line like Tomlin. Yeah, and this is versus USC now. Their best competition of the whole year. P5. Again, just vision. And look at that. Running through another tackle. Running through another one. Running through another one. Look at toughness. Look at the toughness. Look at the tough. I love how the O-line celebrate. Watch the O-lineman in the end zone. Right there. 60. A 68. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's your hard work at work. That's the guard. Right guard out there celebrating. Kind of corny, but still celebrate. The running back win, the O-line look good. Good double. And see, he got options. Got options. He chose to bounce it. Now, the good thing, look at this hezzy. Because he took the left one, which ended up being wrong. But he just took another step right behind it and allowed that guy to go block down on it. Watch. And that's what's springing. And I kind of went a little bit too fast for you. Saw it at the last second. Ooh, oh, he went in front of him. I didn't realize that. He went in front of him. Look at this little slide step. He went in front of the lineman. I thought he went behind him and allowed him to block him. And ran straight through it. So 76, you did nothing. But pretty much getting away. Three missed tackles. And if you want to count that last one, it's 4. Tough runner. Tough runner. They still down 10 at this point. Going downhill. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at that. Making guys miss. And getting up out of there. Getting the tough yards. And then having the ability to scoot out of there and maximize the play. Does it look like a dive? Like a trap, maybe? Not split zone. It's just split zone, but it look funny. You got zone blocking by all the linemen up here. He's the split guy to cut that off, and he's just going to arc to the next player. That's all. It's just, okay, they dressed it up. Tulane dressed it up a little bit. That's all. Come right down here. Now, one-on-one. Linebacker, what you going to do? What you going to do? One-on-one, linebacker, you can't ask for anything better than that. Miss. Whiff. Because you can see, he ain't know where to go. He ran into the back of his own guy. Linebacker got a clean shot. Whiff. And when he whiffed, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Good job by 84 by staying on his block. That's what I'm talking about. This the second tight end. 84 right here. Look how far down the play his block comes into play. How late in the play, his block comes into play. He out there blocking, still blocking. And it make a difference. They go from being like a 10, 12 yard gain to whatever it was, 60, 70 yards. Because the 84 did still out there doing work and not taking the play off and looking back. Got 3 plays left. See what we got here. Oh, Wildcat. Little Wildcat action. The more you can do. The more you can do. And they just ran. They came from the same side, so they ain't powers. Yeah, they came from the same side. I don't really know what you would call this. I don't really know what you would call it, but it worked. And he didn't do much but just follow the good blocking, that's all. But again, the more you can do, you can be a Wildcat guy. Hey, short yardage situation, stick him back there. Real tough runner here. And I ain't doing nothing. This is like basic stuff. This inside zone and stuff. He just picking the right holes and running through the initial arm tackles. That's all he doing. He's got a low center of gravity. If you don't get your full body on him, he's running through your arm tackles. Then he bursting to get what he can get. You'll see that movement ain't fooling nobody all game. Even though they still won this game. But this boy went for 2 bills on y'all. He got a good double. 9 goes with the quarterback for some reason. I don't know. And he does the right thing because his gaps are covered, so he can try to bounce that thing. He bounces to the open gap. Runs through the tackle of 45. 51 whiffs. And still trying to do the right thing and cut off the butt of the blocker. Tulane, they do a good job of blocking downfield. But you know what? And I say this all the time. Anytime there's a long run, there has to be a skill guy blocking downfield. And in this case, it's a wide receiver. And the last play was a tight end. And that's why I say no block, no rock. If you're a skill guy and you can't block down the field, forget you. I ain't throwing you the ball. Well, I ain't gonna call no play for you the ball. You might get it on the secondary read or something, but I ain't calling no play for you. See, no block, no rock, and got me sidetracked. In the split zone, again, they ain't run nothing extravagant. They just blocked it up well. They got a tough runner, and whatever USC did to kind of stunt the front and confuse them, they got smart old linemen to know how to block it up, and they got a good back to know how to fit off the blocks. It's that simple. Split zone, they blocked it up. He hit it downhill. Number 4 tried to meet him in the hole. Didn't work. Soft. Soft. That's all that is. But again, this is my 2 cents on Spears. If you like the video, and subscribe if you've not done so. Hit that bell so you can be notified when these random videos drop. And I appreciate you guys for coming out. Again, if you want to support this Sip the Tally movement, please do so by donating to the PayPal or Cash App, or you get the most bang for your buck if you join the Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Sip the Tally. We also have a fantasy football league going. So if you want to be a part of that, you have to be a Patreon. We got different tiers over there. So once you become a Patreon, I'll send you the link to join the fantasy football thing. And if you become a gunslinger, you also get the purple Kool-Aid, what we're calling chalice, on the round table. And appreciate you guys for all your support, all your help. And we on the road to 8K on the other channel. We on the road to 500 on this channel. And I thank you for coming out to more Sip the Tally, because over here we are for the streets. Peace.